So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's health seminar. As usual, every Sunday we meet and we talk about health, about how we can live a longer, healthier life. And today's session, we are talking about family health, overall family health, just basically looking at our families, what are some of the challenges that families go through health-wise, and most importantly, what are the solutions that we can have for our families. And to take us through that is a gentleman, he's one of our leaders, one of our directors in our company. And this is a gentleman who has a wealth of experience in the wellness industry. And he's somebody who has quite a bit of knowledge, and he's going to share it with you. And that's none other than Robert Maina. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome Robert to take it away. Robert, karibu.
Thank you very much, Gishuki. You can hear me, Gishuki?
I can hear you very well.
For our guest, feel most welcome. I'm Robert Maina Jinju. I'm married to Terry Jinju, and we are blessed with 3 children. And I'm so happy to be with you here this evening on a Sunday. So we are going to share a lot about our products and also the health challenges people are facing. And before then, I want to tell you my short story, how I came across this opportunity. After my high school, I really wanted to be a pilot, but my parents could not afford. So I joined the military with the aim of becoming a pilot. So there was a recruitment going on by that time. So I went for military training. Then after being posted in Moi Air Base, I thought that I would do what I wanted to do. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it because I didn't have somebody to assist me do whatever I wanted to do. So from then, I was posted in Embakasi Garrison, and I started telecommunication as a course in the armed forces. And that is where I got this opportunity in your life. I was invited, I remember it was on a Friday evening, by a friend of mine who was a stranger. And he told me of a company which is making many people's lives change, health-wise, in terms of money, and also the lifestyle. That really impressed me, and that is what made me join this opportunity. But what attracted me in this opportunity is the lifestyle part. But along the way, I've enjoyed the health part of it, because your health is your greatest wealth. And I started off the opportunity. For the person who is new here, whoever invited you will show you how you can join us and also enjoy the other benefits apart from the health. But today I'm going to focus on health. And today I'm doing this opportunity on a full-time basis together with my family. And it has been a great opportunity for us because we are enjoying the health, we are enjoying the money, and also the lifestyle part of it. So today I'm going to talk about the family. And family is a unit that we should take care of. And whenever I talk about our family, the important thing is our health. How do we take care of our health? And Ishuki will help me in sharing the screens. So yeah, family matters. Family health matters. Health is our greatest wealth, and we need a solution for that, because it has become a very big challenge. You may not be sick, but if somebody or a family member is sick, I'm assuring you, you're also affected. So we are going to talk about the women's health and the issues, and also some of the solutions that we can the solutions that we have, because health is one of the most important things that we should take care of, whether you are young or old. So there are so many issues that happen in our life. Some happen knowingly and some happen unknowingly. There is a challenge, of a very common challenge of hormonal imbalance. Many women are going through hormonal imbalance. And there is one sign of hormonal imbalance, that is infertility. Hormonal imbalance brings up infertility. There is heavy overflow or irregular monthly periods. That is also another challenge of hormonal imbalance. There's also another very big challenge happening in ladies of overweight or obesity. And that's why every dream of most of the ladies, after giving birth, they always work out to make sure that their body goes back to normal. But unfortunately, many struggle, but they end up destroying their body. There are so many methods of losing weight, but you can use a certain method and you bring up more challenges than you had. So let's be very careful. Weight is a very big challenge, especially for ladies. They normally uh, like checking their weight. And your weight should be proportional to your height. So if the weight you have, the structure of your body cannot accommodate the weight, then you'll start attracting quite a number of challenges in your body. I want to give you an example. Anytime when we are building houses, there is always a structural engineer. That structural engineer who are an advice to the kind of weight that house should carry. Same thing happens to our body. Depending on our height, there is a weight that your structure should carry. If you carry more weight, then you'll experience quite a number of challenges. And then there's also mood swings. I know it happens every now and then in most ladies. You'll find sometimes they are happy, sometimes they are very sad. So there's that challenge of mood swings every now and then. Then there's also another challenge that is also facing quite a number of ladies. They are trying their level best to make sure that their skin is looking smoother and maybe brighter. Some go even using some of the very harsh lotions, very harsh skincare products, which are very harmful. At the end of the day, they end up discolorizing your skin. And it's very common if you go to town, there are some ladies who can't walk under the sun unless they cover their face because their skin is already destroyed by some of the skincare products that we are using. So whenever you go buying the skincare products, don't just pick any skincare products. Look at what you're putting on your skin because your skin should be well fed and well protected. There are also other challenges like cysts and also fibroids. They are very common in our country. And this has become a very big challenge to quite a number of ladies. I know there are so many ladies walking maybe along the streets. Some, because of fibroids, they no longer have some of their organs, like the womb and all that. So it has become a very big challenge. And there's also another challenge we call the thyroid or lack of iodine. And that brings about something like diabetes, which is very, very common nowadays. We also have other challenges like cancer. It's on a very high rise. Cancer of breast cancer, we have cervical cancer. There are quite a number of cancers that have come up. We also have diabetes. Diabetes type 2 is very common. Many people are diabetic, but they don't know. And that's why it's always good to go for checkup. Majority of us, because we are supposed to eat, but we have been so much affected. Then there is also bone and joint challenges. Quite a number of ladies are complaining of backache, too much of pains in their body because they are losing too much of calcium, yet they are not feeding their body with enough calcium. So if your body doesn't have enough calcium, what happens? Then it removes the calciums from your bone and your bones become weaker and weaker each and every day. And that has become a very big challenge. There is also another very common challenge in our society nowadays, we call the heart diseases. And this includes the high blood pressure. We have stroke, we have heart attack. I've experienced quite a number of people who have just passed on suddenly, and mostly it's because of heart diseases. Last week, I think it was on Thursday, we lost a friend of ours, and a day before, he was so jovial, dancing, talking about the politics, but the following day, she was no more. I'm sure the main reason is the heart disease. And this is very common nowadays. And then there's also another big challenge that comes with the menopause. And menopause comes with quite a number of challenge, or too much sweating, a lot of mood swings, and quite a number of other challenges. So all these challenges are affecting quite a number of ladies. And men are also not excluded. Men also face a number of challenges. They have also their own issues. And as I said, hormonal imbalance does not only happen to ladies. It also happens also to men. There are men who are experiencing hormonal imbalance, and it's also another challenge. Unapata mwanaume sometimes amekasirika, sometimes amefurahi. There is also another challenge about naita infertility. Infertility is very common in our country. And whenever maybe a challenge happens in the family, sana sana when the family haina mtoto, mostly we blame our ladies. And when we blame our ladies, then we end up, the challenge may also be a man. A man anaweza kuwa produce the sperms, but the sperms are not healthy. Or the sperms unapata ina swim lakini haina mkia. So kama haina mkia, then haiwezi fikia the egg ya mwanamke. So unapata there is a lot of infertility which which has affected quite a number of men. Then there's also stress. I know tangu COVID ingie, we have quite a number, many men are going through stress because of maybe school fees. They want to pay house rent and all that. It has really affected quite a number of men. And stress brings us other more challenges. Alcoholism and also smoking is also affecting quite a number of men. When it comes to respiratory diseases, it's very common in men. There's also the challenge of overweight, and that's why you'll find them, many people now have realized the importance of doing exercise. Long days are gone when people used to value the pot belly. Now people have realized it's a main source of quite a number of diseases. So many people are working out every day to make sure that they shed their weight. And this includes also men. We also have quite a number of other lifestyle diseases which is affecting men, like prostate cancer. We have stomach cancer. There's quite a number of cancer that is bringing up quite a number of challenges. Then there's also the low libido. Many men, when they feel that their vitality is low, they always go for drugs like Viagra. And Viagra is not meant for a healthy man. Viagra is a medicine which is supposed to be prescribed for people who have heart conditions, to boost their heart conditions, to pump more blood. So if you are healthy and then you put such kind of a drug in your system, what will happen to your heart? You'll overwork your heart. And that will bring up challenges like rupture because of too much pressure in your system, and that can even lead to death. So many men are so much affected, and we need to be very careful on what we take in our body. We also have our children. Our children have also been affected. Children nowadays, they are going through the common colds and flus. There is asthma. There are children who have also been affected by overweight and obesity. And when I talk about our children, the life of the child starts from conception. Once a lady gets expectant, you should be very careful on what you put into your system, because what you put in your system, you'll get it at the end of the result. Last week on Friday, I met a certain lady who was giving us her own experience that the drugs she took affected the child that she has right now. So some of these common problems that you are seeing started from conception. So we also need to take care of our children when a mother is preparing to get expectant, during expectancy, and also after birth. So we need to take care of them because you'll experience challenges like brittle bones. There are children who take too long to walk, too long to stand because their health was really affected. So some of these causes that is causing such kind of challenges, like hormonal imbalance, is a bad diet that the food that we are taking is affecting us. We have also the skin lightening creams, as I told you. We also have the birth control pills. We are taking too much of them, especially our ladies. And most of these pills are hormonal related pills. And once you confuse your system, the system will always fight against you. And that's why you have seen common challenges like cervical cancer, breast cancer, and all that. And some of these pills are also affecting our children. Let's take an example. You are a mother and you are breastfeeding and you take these pills, birth control pills. What will happen to the child ambao una breastfeed? The child will feed on those hormones. So, and that's why you're finding some men, after growing up, they're behaving like ladies because there are too many hormones. Both may confuse their system, and this is a very common challenge. We are taking them, but we don't know how to counteract such kind of challenges. We also have the lifestyle choices like smoking and drinking and alcohol. Some of the choices that you make are affecting us every now and then. Then we are also exposed on too much toxins. Our environment is too much polluted. Everywhere you go, there are industries, and these industries, they're bringing out very harsh and very dangerous chemicals into our system. And we are all breathing this air. So you'll find that we are breathing a lot of chemicals like lead, which are very dangerous in our system. So now what do we need to do to make sure that at least our bodies are well taken care of? One thing you need to do is do a detox every year because we are all carrying a lot of waste. The research was done that everybody is carrying 4 kilograms of waste, and this waste should come out every day. How does this waste come out? It comes out in form of urine, it comes in form of choo kubwa, the stool. It comes out in form of air, breathing out, and also sweating. And that's why exercise is important. Doing exercise is part of detoxification. But most of us, you'll find that we are taking a lot of chemicals, but they are not coming out. So our bodies have a lot of toxins, and that multiply the cancerous cells in our body, and this can bring up a lot of growth. Then we also have we are taking very unhealthy diets. We are not having enough sleep, so we need to get enough sleep and also do enough exercise. And when I talk about exercise, it's not rigorous exercise, is making sure that at least your body is flexible and is sweating enough. Then you also need to reduce the smoking and also the intake of alcohol. And the other most important thing that we need to do is take nutritional supplement. And in our company, we have a solution. And we have very wonderful products which are taking care of us. And why should we take the supplements? The reason is the crops that our farmers are growing hazipati chakula ya kutosha. We are not getting enough nutrients from the soil. Then unapata we are also using a lot of hybrid seeds ambazo they have take them in form of food. And then we also have long distance travel, transportation of food. Tunda kabla itoke kwa shamba ikufikie. Sometimes it spends even more than a month. And the more ina take longer, the more ina lose the nutrients and the sweeter it becomes. By the way, the sweeter the fruit, the more useless it is, because it has already lost a lot of nutrients. By the time you cook it here, you are not getting the right nutrients. Then you also have a lot of food additives. Some of the foods that you are taking, you are being told that they come from those foods, but in the real sense, they have already added a lot of food additives and also a lot of food additives. Then you also have weak digest system. Many people have too much of weak digest system. And that's why we need all to do what we call supplementation. Give your body what it requires. Your body iko na uwezo ya kujirekebisha yenyewe ukipatia ile chakula ambayo inahitajika. Instead of feeding your body with too much chemicals, give your body what it requires and it will go back to normal. Because sometimes when you get sick, you normally go for chemicals just to manage the challenge, but you don't finish atumalizi your challenge. So that is also another big challenge. And that's why we need what we call supplementation. In our company, we are blessed to have one gentleman who is called Jerry Brasfield. And Jerry Brasfield, as you can see there, those are the two daughters, his two daughters. He's a founder of Neolife Company. And on my right, that is Dr. Other Fast, together with the Scientific Advisory Board. These are some of the scientists, greatest scientists in the world, who are doing a lot of research to make sure that the products that we are taking are good for us and they are giving us the right nutrients. So according to the World Health Organization, they came up with what we call a food pyramid. How are you supposed to take your food? Because most of the time when you're taking food, be assured there are two things you're doing in your life. You are either killing yourself or destroying yourself. Now, according to the World Health Organization, as you can see below there, physical activity and weight management are very important. We need to do a lot of physical exercise and also check our weight. And then the other food that we should take in large quantities are the whole grains. We should take as many whole grains as possible. In your diet, make sure that you have whole grains. What do I mean by whole grains? Whole grains mean grains ambao hazijakuwa processed. Chakula ambao haijakobolewa. Kwa mfano mahindi. If you live in Nairobi or in any urban area, I'm sure if you want to cook ugali, we remove the outer cover and the jam. That is what we make our animal foods. We give the animals the most nutritious parts, and then we feed our body na zile vitu ambazo hazihitajiki. Let me give you an example of a maize. If you remove the jam and the outer cover and try and plant that maize won't grow because you have removed the life part of that grain. So we eat food ambao haina life and give our animals food with life. And that's why you'll never find our animals suffering from chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and all that. The other food that we should take in large quantities are fruits and vegetables in the natural form. But for us, as I told you, we get them from the markets. They are taking too long to reach us, and they come in with a lot of chemicals. And in our country, we have a mentality that the people who need fruits and vegetables are our children and the sick people. Yet everybody needs fruits and vegetables. And that's why you'll always find the best groceries in our country. They are always outside the hospital because people have a mentality, the sick need fruits and vegetables. Yet we need them so that you may not get a bedridden. Then the other thing is proteins. We should reduce, especially the red meat. But nowadays, as we grow up, as we get richer, we take too much of the proteins. Then lastly, we should take as little as fats and sugars as possible. But instead of eating the right way, people have inverted the triangle. As you can see that gentleman enjoying chips and soda, and it may be on a Sunday like today. He may feel that he's doing the right thing, but is destroying his body. So by inverting the triangle, this is what brings up the challenges I was talking about. Now, in our company, we have a solution, and we have very wonderful products. And the first product I would like to talk about is a product called Tree and N. The work of the Tree and N is to take care of our cells. Our body is made up of 73 trillion cells. If you don't take care of our cells, then you start attracting quite a number of challenges. And how do we take care of our cell? Our cell has a membrane. Now, membrane inafaa allow food in and waste come out. As you can see from the healthy cell, that is food getting in and the waste is coming out. So if you don't take the germ, hiyo mafuta ambayo tunaita lipids and sterols, that is what makes this cell to be unhealthy, such that the food cannot get in and the waste cannot get out. So our TNN helps in feeding the cell, and it increases the energy production, and it also optimizes the membrane function, such that the food can get in and the waste can get out. Because anytime whenever you take food in, you should go for a long call. But utapata watu wengine wanakuambia mimi tumbo yangu ni mzuri, I go for a long call once a week. That's a big challenge in your system, because that toxin should come out. So what makes this soil soft and permeable is this product we call a 3NN. 1 is good, 2 are better, but 3 are the best. You can take them after breakfast. This will help repair your.
Sorry, Maina, we can't hear you.
And
okay, now we can. Now we can. You're back.
Okay. We have this product we call a carotenoid complex. And our carotenoid complex is made up of different types of fruits and vegetables. This is what helps in boosting our body immunity. If you check your immunity, then the chances of getting cancer are very minimal. So we need to take care of our immunity. And this carotenoid complex, if you take it for 20 days, it will boost your immunity by 37%. That's a very high percentage. And the good thing our company did, it has already patented. That means no any other company is allowed to produce such kind of a product. So we call it a carotenoid complex, and it's a very wonderful product, and we need to take care of our skin. Then we also have another wonderful product we call omega-3 salmon oil plus. And our omega-3 salmon oil plus is made from fish, and we need to take fish. Fish is very important because it gives us omega-3. What I can tell you today, if you cook food with fats, or you take tea with sugar, make sure that you take omega-3. It will help you reduce the risk of getting heart-related diseases. And omega-3 is made from the salmon fish. Why salmon? Salmon is a first-class wild fish. It is the only fish found in the fresh waters. I was sharing with some people in Lavington. I had a group of people in Lavington sharing them about the importance of taking fish. And they agreed with me that salmon fish, you can only get it in village market. And a kilo of it is more than 4,000. How many Kenyans can afford 4,000 every day in their meal? Very few. So we have this wonderful product made from salmon fish. So wamechukua hiyo mafuta hiyo samaki, wamecompress, and they have made that omega-3. And the good thing about omega-3, because there are so many omega-3s in the market, but our omega-3 has the 8 families, the complete 8 families of omega-3. And this omega-3 helps in reducing the cholesterol in our system, thereby reducing the heart-related conditions that you're experiencing. It's very good for
Sorry, you're muted. You're muted.
So omega-3 is a very important product in our system. And then you also have what you call the multi-mineral. Our body also need minerals. We need minerals in our systems. And minerals helps in taking care of our kidneys. There are many people going through dialysis. It's an organ that once gone, once it fails, you'll have to go through experience like dialysis or kidney transplant, which is a very expensive thing. So we need to take care of our body by giving it the right minerals. Initially, we used to get minerals from water, but nowadays, because we are getting bottled water, some imetolewa too much chemicals, ama ukikunywa maji, unakunywa with a lot of chlorine. And that we don't need a lot of chlorine in your body. You don't need a lot of chlorine. So we need the right minerals in your system. And the minerals helps in balancing the systems in our body and also the vitamins. So we have that wonderful product about Naita Pro Vitality. Pro Vitality is a combination of TRNN, omega-3, carotenoid complex, and multi. So it gives you the complete nutrients that your body needs. Anytime you have a challenge, or if you want to live a longer and a healthier life, give yourself a sachet every day of Pro Vitality. I'm assuring you, you're going to live a longer and a healthier life. And I'm sure if you share this information with the other people, we are going to help as many people as possible. We also have other wonderful products that besides omega-3, Pro Vitality, we have other products that help in taking care of our women. I told you about hormonal imbalance. We have a very wonderful product which helps in balancing the hormones in women. We have Feminine Herbal. It's a very wonderful product which helps in balancing hormones in women. We also have Calmag, which helps in replacing the calcium that women are losing. So it's a very wonderful product. We call it a Calmag. It's a combination of calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D3. We also have Cruciferous Plus. It's also very good for anyone who wants to reduce the chances of getting cancer. It's called Cruciferous. Its work is to crucify the cancerous cells that which is a big challenge in our system. We also have what you call the Full Motion, very good for the joints. And we also have, as you can see there, we have a weight loss program. We have the Neolife Shake. We have the Neolife Tea, which helps us in checking our weight. So, and when I talk about weight, you should look for something that is helping you lose weight as you eat. And these are some of the good thing about our weight loss program. The work of the Neolife Tea is to burn the fats, and then the Neolife Shake is to give you the right potency that your body needs. Because anytime, whenever you are losing weight, the most important food is the proteins. We also have products that is taking care of our men. We have Masculine Herbal. It's very good for balancing hormones in men. We also have zinc. Zinc is a male mineral, and every man needs zinc to reduce the chances of getting the prostate cancer. Any man akifika 30 years and above, there are higher chances of the prostate enlargement or enlarging. Sometimes it may graduate to prostate cancer, and that can lead you to an operation ama unawekwa catheter. Hiyo ni mfuko ya kupitisha mkojo. And kitambo wazee walikuwa napata zinc from mbegu za malenge, but our company realized that zinc is a very important mineral in our system. So we have that wonderful product called chelated zinc, very good for men. And we also have Aloe Vera Plus. Aloe Vera Plus is a very nice juice, and it's made from aloe vera, as the name suggests. And wametumia what you call the citrus and fructose to sweeten our aloe vera. So it's good for everyone, even if you are diabetic, because they have used the sugar called fructose. It takes care of our digestive system, because anytime whenever you have stress, our digestive system is always attacked. You can get ulcers as a result of too much stress. So this aloe vera plus is a very wonderful product. We also have other products which are taking care of our kids. For our kids, they need what you call the Vita Squares. Vita Square is good for general well-being of our children. We also have what you call the Vita Guard. It helps in boosting their immunity. And then you also have the Salmon Oil Plus, which is also very good for our children. It takes care of their brain. We also have the Liquivite. Liquivite is a combination of Vita Squares and Vita Guard. For a child who cannot chew, you can give Liquivite. It's in form of liquid. So ama syrup unaweza mpatia na utapata ataishi maisha marefu bila any challenge. So for the Vita Squares and Vita Guard, you can give children immediately after weaning. So those are some of the products that our company has came up with, and I'm assuring you, if you make use of them, either you are sick or healthy, you're going to enjoy a healthier life. The sick them need most, but also the healthy, they also need these products. So otherwise, that's all I had for you, and thank you very much for your attention. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you so much, Robert, for that session. That was an awesome session. And guys, there you have it. He has actually covered the whole family, actually, and looked at the various challenges that we go through as families and some of the remedies that you have in your life that can actually help you, not only you, but you and your family, your wife, your children, to live a longer, healthier life. And I must say that this is a journey that one has to undertake. And I always say that it's either you take care of your health beforehand, or you'll be forced to take care of it in front of a doctor, because you find that with our diet, the way we are eating today, not only you, not only your children, all of us are at risk of getting lifestyle diseases. In the first world, the issue of supplementation started in 1930. Actually, Trianen was the first ever food supplement that was made in America. And there people appreciate the issue of supplementation because they know that their diet is not good. It lacks all the nutrients. Most of it is extracted from GMO sources, etc. But for us, we tend to feel like, since we are eating sukuma wiki and ugali and all these things, we feel that we are eating healthy. But the reality is, like Robert has explained, the foods that you're putting on our table do not have the nutrients that they are supposed to have for various reasons, chemicals in the shamba and all that. And that leads to problems in our bodies. And that is where supplementation becomes so critical. And for the guests who are on the call, and even the distributors, I would really urge you to make this your mission, to ensure that your family lives a longer, healthier life. Put it as a budget that every month you're going to be purchasing X amount of supplements, X amount of shillings worth of vitamins, minerals, omega-3s for your family. Because if you don't do that, then you run around, you accumulate all the property, you do everything, you make some money. Somewhere along the way, you'll be forced to sell those properties so that, God forbid, you need to pay hospital fees for somebody who's going to India because of this and that condition. Basically, because you never took care of your diet, you never supplemented, and the resulting effect is a lifestyle condition. I've been using these products for more than 20 years. I can tell you they are fantastic They work for me, for my family. My wife was using them before she was pregnant. I always like sharing that we have 4 beautiful girls. None was born. My wife never undertook more than 1 hour of labor at any one time. In fact, 2 of our kids were born within 20 minutes of labor. And if you look at my wife and she told you she has 4 kids, you not believe it because she looks sweet 16, you know, her body went back to normal. Reason being the supplements that we use. When you use the women's products, they are amazing. My kids now, firstborn, secondborn, are in Form 1 and Form 2. When they got their menses, they had the usual challenges. But after taking Feminine Herbal, Calmag, the problems of irregular menses and cramps and all that was sorted out. When I look at the younger kids, Vital Squares, VitaGuard does them for them a wonderful, wonderful job. So these are real, this is the reality, guys. For the men out there, I want to encourage you, zinc is a must. Zinc, omega-3. You know, sometimes when I interact with men, and especially when you go to the urinal, you find that a man is pushing urine. He's really struggling to pee, you know, and it should not be that way. It should not be that way. That tells you straight up that your prostate is swollen, and that you are prone to getting a swollen prostate. You're actually heading towards getting prostate cancer. And if you are taking zinc and omega salmon and masculine herbal, definitely your prostate will be healthy. You won't have a problem of being unable to pee and that kind of thing. And this now goes to another problem whereby a man is not able to function in the house as a man. I remember dealing with the case of a friend of mine. We were with him in school, and one day I met him in the supermarket. He was actually bent over double, and he was limping very seriously. And he's a very reputable guy, very well off, very well established. And I asked him, okay, what's the problem? He said, my friend, I have a problem on my pelvis region. I have a serious pain. And we had a sitting, we talked, and he told me, Fred, you know, there's this pain has really weighed me down. I've been to all the doctors and all these things. It's not working. I cannot function as a man. And if I dare to function, then it means that I'll be down for more than a month with a lot of pain as a result. And I told him, I mean, we have a solution for that. I gave him the program, 3NN, omega-3, masculine, vitamin E. And within a short while, the young man was back on the road again. The limp disappeared. He started functioning like a man in his house. And when I meet with him and we talk, now he's excited about life. He's back. His life is back. So we have products that make a real difference in your life. And if you're there and you're a man, remember one thing: when we take a car to the garage, why do you take a car to the garage for servicing? Because it has done 5,000 kilometers. We don't take it there because it is spoiled. We just take it there for servicing because it has done mileage. Now, you've been on this planet for more than 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 and above. When did you last do servicing of your body? Ulimwaga oil siku gani? Yeah, that's putting it in the national language. You need to service your body. How do you service your body? When you go to take the car to the garage, what do? You clean out the oil. You take the oil, you clean it out, and you put new oil. You put new plugs. You put new brake pads. You know, our body is the same. The oil that you need is the omega-3 oils. You need the 3NN. Those are the oils that you need. You need the plugs to function properly. Your masculine herbal will ensure that you're firing correctly. You're okay as a man. You need zinc. Zinc will now get you moving and functioning. So we have a solution for the entire family, and I urge everybody on the call to make it upon themselves, just like the way you pay school fees, the same way you pay rent, that your health is your wealth. And start investing in your health. Don't wait until you fall sick or anybody member of your family falls sick and then you start running. In fact, when I prescribe products to anybody, I tell them, if you're a member of a family, go and share these products with everybody, because our products are not medicine. The only product a man should not take is feminine herbal complex. A woman should not take masculine herbal complex, but the rest of the products we share. So whether somebody has gout or whatever condition, when you buy products for that person, go and share it out with your family, because you never know. You could be trying to sort yourself out, but maybe your kid has an issue that is coming up. And when you give them the supplements, then you avert that problem, yeah, or you delay it from happening. It maybe happens in another 10 years later or something like that. So for the guest on the call, the person who invited you will be able to help you on how you can be able to access these products if you want to buy them for your own use. But like I always say, it is better for you to join and become a member of Neolife, become a distributor, so that now you can buy these products at wholesale price, and then you get a chance to build an amazing business that can give you financial freedom, that can give you international travel, that can actually ensure that you also impact and make a positive difference in people's lives. So if you're here and you're a guest and you want to know more how the business works, tomorrow at 8 o'clock, we'll be having a fantastic session via Zoom on this link, where we'll be talking about the business side of Neolife. So you're welcome to attend and get to know how the business works. And then you can join us, become a distributor, and then we can walk the journey with you. And you open up a new life, just like the name Neolife. It's a new life where you'll actually be able to be healthier, live a healthier life, get to travel, and really make a positive impact in people's lives. This video will be available a little bit later tonight. So feel free to share it with as many people as possible so that they can also get this message and they can start taking charge of their health. And remember what you said, your health is your greatest wealth. So thank you so much, Robert, Maina, for that particular session. That was amazing, amazing. And we truly appreciate you for actually taking us through it. For our guests and everybody out there, have a restful evening. I look forward to seeing you again next Sunday when we'll be discussing a different aspect of health. Thank you so much. God bless you and good night. Bye.